What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got a drawing. We have Zoro, Asura, right? So this is, all the arms and stuff. I'm gonna just do a sort of a simplified version, right? So Zoro up front, his arms. There's two big swords coming across here, and we got the two boys in the back with the swords in their mouths. Their arms are kind of down, so we can't really see them, right? So just so it doesn't take 6 days to do this drawing, which is sort of simplified a little bit because it's really complicated, the whole thing, when you do all the arms and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's go. Landscape paper, use a pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Boom. We're going to start with his headband, right? So his headband comes across here. So center point of my page is about here. The head is like in this space, right? So center point is probably where his chin might end up being. We're just going to come up a little bit, leave room for his head, and then we're going to start with this curved line for his headband that just comes across here. It can be a bit wobbly because it's fabric and things, so don't worry too much if. Right, so just like a curves along the edge, and then his headband like bumps around the edges here. Right, like so. And this dome comes up around, right? It kind of looks like a bell or something, like those church bells and things, right? And then this has some fabric lines that come across here. So like in terms of proportion, this whole space is like probably bigger than, because it comes down to halfway of his eye, right? So like his chin will be down here somewhere. So here to here, probably like halfway, right? So just if we're thinking about like proportions of things, this is bigger than the rest of his face, basically. But we'll see that now. So underneath here, right, once you get like some fabric lines and stuff, all that, we can see one eye open, right? So it kind of comes down, across, back up, there, and then his iris, like so. And then we got like some eye lines and nose lines and stuff here, coming down there. And then his closed eye, right here, comes across, like so. If I move too fast, just use your pause button, okay? And then you just like thicken this line up a little bit because it's closed. Like so. And then we have another line coming down there, and he has that scar, so we're going to give him a scar coming down. Gotta give Zoro his scar. It goes up here. Might have like an eyelid line or something coming across, like so. So then what we can see of his nose, so just a line on that side, a line coming down here, and then like just like an arrow sort of pointing down here. That's basically what we can see for his nose. So his mouth then is holding the sword. So his mouth is open. So we do the top coming down here, and then there's like all teeth coming down, like a few bumps on the edge, and then it like curves over, and then like a couple of bumps here on the edge of his mouth there, like that. And then so his sword comes out from the side, the handle of it, like so. So then he's got sort of a bumping, actually there's another line sort of here on the edge of his mouth, like that. And then the end of his sword, so comes, it's got this bump on it, and then it comes around And then this handle, well, this has a brass sort of end to it, right? So it comes around like this. Right, like so. And then this handle goes back in. Now you can use a ruler for these parts if you want, because they should be as straight as you can get them. And then this curves around here, and he's got another gold section or brass section there, and a line on top. Right, so his chin then down here. So it comes down diagonally, goes across, back up, like so. And then his jaw will come out from the other side of the sword. So we go up here, and then up like that. And then there's a sideburn in here. Like so, right? And a sideburn here as well. And there's usually some lines that come down from the sideburn just there. And his ear, like so. Same on the other side. Have we seen Wano Zoro like use this form? Have we? I don't remember. It would be really cool if he did. Maybe he did see it, or he did use it. I don't know. I missed this week's episode, so I don't know. Maybe he used it in there. Probably not though, because we haven't got to like the main fight yet. I don't think. Anyway, right. So we just finished this sword. So we've got like the hilt curves around an oval. Right, so that's a good way to start it, and then we have another line on the inside there, and then it kind of comes out the side here, and then down and into there, kind of making it look like it's a bit 3D sticking out. And then our sword. So the sword kind of comes, I might need a ruler for this one, but it's a curved line, so it goes this way, right? It kind of curves up here at the end. So we gotta curve it now. Gradually. Like that. Okay. And then we do the same on top. Well, there's another sort of brass line there. So we go again. That, and then a middle line. Try and do this all at once to keep things smoother. So hard to draw swords. And his sword has like all these diamonds. And then there's like these sorts of patterns inside here. Okay, so his body, right? So two arms sticking out this way. So, right, so his trapezius comes down from his ear. So we got like a line coming down here. And then his shoulder comes off that way, like his trapezius, and then other trapezius here. Oh yeah, we have the 3 earrings just hanging down like there, the gold ones. Right, and so shoulders and arms coming out across his body here, and 2 more swords. But we'll just do neck. We'll do his neck muscle first, right? Just get his center line, like an Adam's apple sort of thing here. And then his chest muscle comes down that way, right? And it'll come across the top, go up towards the sword, up that way. And then there's like another neck muscle sort of area there. And then on this side, where does this go? Same sort of thing to there, right? And then neck muscle sort of area stuff in there. Bring this a bit higher, maybe. That way. Right, and his 2 chest muscles come down and go up underneath his armpit, right? So right down there, right? And then and go up this way, right? And these will connect to his shoulders. So your pectoral muscles join to your shoulders, and I think even, yeah, like your bicep and stuff. If you feel your own armpit, I'm feeling mine. What do? I draw it and then I feel my pecs. Weird. Don't mind me. Right, so these go up underneath his armpit here. Right, and the top's kind of joined to his shoulder. So we'll go shoulder line there. And a shoulder line coming out from underneath the sword. There. Right. And then like where the pecs meet the shoulder here, and you got like a line that comes up over his bicep. There. And like a deltoid muscle there. So his trapezius will go out this way. And they kind of join together here. Right? So if that's his trap, not his trap, his tricep, I said trapezius, sorry. His tricep will go this way. That means his bicep is down under here. Right? So it has to be. So like down here. Okay, and his forearm comes across this. Cuts across from the top. It goes like this way, because his arms come in. Like that, right? And then there's like some muscle lines here. Alright, so that's his forearm. So his elbow's here. Comes in. And then another sort of bumping arm line. Where does this go now? This goes down to his wrist. Right, kind of like that. Is that right? And then his wrist comes out like this way. Joins his fist, where his fist starts here. So this kind of goes in here. Around elbow sort of line there. And then his hand comes down this way, right? And it'll join his little finger, which is drawn around the handle of a sword. So a fist here, okay, so this comes down, around like so. Then we got like knuckles, 4 of them. This comes around underneath the sword here. So the sword like comes out from his hand there. And then each of these is a finger. And we got some knuckle lines on top. And along the bottoms of the knuckles here. Okay, so that's one hand, right? And you can add some more muscle lines and stuff. There, and like the side of his body goes down. This disappears behind the handle of his sword here, so we'll just add that. We'll do the same thing over here, okay? So shoulder. Like it comes out. That way. So another line here. And then, so this is like shoulder. And then again, same sort of thing. Bicep there. Going up that way. Shoulder line. Here comes down. Then around up this way. Another sort of deltoid muscle lines there. And then his tricep will go back towards the elbow, like over here. So go down around our elbow line. There, and forearm comes down like so. Alright, so I'll just tidy this up a bit. So then the forearm line again comes down, joins his wrist, just there. Similar sort of shape thing going on. Some extra sort of muscle lines and stuff, and then his armpit there, body line there. Right, so I think the shoulder should be a little bit bigger. Sorry, that's like a bit of a mistake. I think it should like carve up a little bit more. Just gonna fix that. Sorry, now I'm just gonna change that a little bit. We make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. We can come back. Right, we can just touch up something. I'll come back to my stuff's gonna dry there that I used to erase mistakes. I used Tipex. So I'll just let that dry and we'll do his hand. So we go down here. And again, 4 knuckles, 2, 3, 4. Right, pretty much just like this. And each of these is a finger. Like so. And then this comes around and joins the back of his hand here. So knuckle there, another sort of knuckle line here. Right, so stuff like this, like elbow. Right, okay, so we're getting there. It doesn't look too bad. Is this dry? Yes, it is. So I'm going to attempt to fix this. So we're just, oh, it's not completely dry. Different Sharpie. We go up. Yeah, more up this way, I think. Like just a bigger arch on his shoulder, I think is necessary. Right, so kind of like that kind of thing. Like it's only a little bit bigger, but I think it makes a difference. Right. Now, 2 more swords. What do we do? We'll do 2 more swords, yeah. So the hilt of his sword is kind of like flower on this sword, and then a round yoke on this side. So let's just go. So we'll go like a flower, bump it around. Different Sharpie. This one's wasting it. And then around here, here, here. So it's like a cloud or a flower. And then there is, this comes out kind of trying to make it look a little bit 3D now. So, and so the handle kind of comes out from, say, well, let's draw, what do we draw? Let's draw the handle first. Goes off the back of my page there. And then it touches his arm, sort of here. It goes back that way, and we can see a brass sort of end on it. A few more room, you could just curve this around like that one. Brass kind of end, and with some details and stuff on it like this. And this has all those diamonds on it as well. Samurai swords, always quite detailed. So, right, like that, and then so it comes out here, and then it'll, well, where's the sword go? The sword comes out. Comes out here somewhere, so like the handle, yeah, not too bad. We can put it nearly anywhere, so the handle goes in there, and just like another section around like so, and then there is like a gap, a hole or something in it. Like so, right? So that's that. Oh, and another edge just there. Right, so the other hilt, so this sword comes across first, so we'll finish, before we do this, we gotta finish that sword, right? Some more of these sort of texture lines on the handle. Okay, so go. This comes around. Curves around to here, goes around like so, curves around to there, and then we bring it down, around to there, 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 curves down this way, just trying to add more sort of 3D shapes to it, to the outside edge. So in here, and then this curves around to there, here, and then patterns all on the inside, so you just follow that edge again, and then some circle lines there, 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 right? And then the sword and handle, so handle goes this way out from his finger. Ugh. Like so, and then the end of it goes up, comes down. Just use a ruler, it's faster. Out to there, and then this has a brass end like that, and then another brass end here. Circle there, and some, there's patterns on it, but I'll leave it. There's like crisscross lines. And then our sword. So again, it's sort of a curved line. So we'll try our best to follow it now, like so. And then the top will go to there, and then there's like a center line. Like that, and then this sword then goes down behind this one, so they crisscross. Where does that one go? And then there's two big swords here, so this one stops sort of here somewhere. So there's like arms that come out from the front, and then there's two big swords here, so you don't need to like draw in this whole sword. Okay, so I guess I'll do those big ones. Where does the other one go? The other one's like here, so this will go nearly up to his handle, will it? Let's just put this one up this way, right? So we'll just go boom, right? And then this one goes up like here. I know this is a complicated drawing now, but it is cool. I've been meaning to draw it for a while. And believe it or not, this is like the sort of easy way of drawing it, because I'm not adding in all those arms and things. Alright, so then on these swords we've got like shark up and down, sort of shark lines like this. Shark fins, that's what they remind me of, okay? And on this we do sort of the same thing. Maybe kind of just more curved. Pretty sure these swords have names, but I don't actually know. And like something on these as well, I think. So bigger because we're close up. Like that. And then yes, that's just dark. Right, so then he's got that green waistband just here. Right, comes across his stomach from behind the swords, coming across here, and then like a different Sharpie. These lines that are on his stomach waistband thing comes down like so. The one here. This is taking a long time. I just apologize. Pretty complicated drawing. And then stomach line, abs, ab lines just here. Right, and then sort of ribs and things going that way. Boop, boop. Oh, and a big scar coming across him. Like that, and then we got like scar lines. Like so. Okay, so then the two heads that are at the back, right? So one comes out here, so we'll just do around. So, and then it would kind of go around here and down and in, and this will have sort of like some headband lines, you know, some fabric lines just like this. The nose comes out here. There's not as much detail in this guy's faces, so it just comes around like so. Sort of top lip comes out there. You could have a nostril if you wanted, and the mouth. Comes out like so, and he's got the handle of a sword coming out of the mouth from underneath the teeth. So teeth sort of there, and then the handle of a sword there coming out from here. And this has those sorts of diamond shapes on them, like that. And then just go around like so, and then maybe the bottom of his jaw or something there. And what we can see of his eye is just like a black shadow, right? Just there. So that's like colored all dark. And then, so the sword that comes out from behind his head just curves off this way. And so that's the sword going that way, and we can see his shoulder coming down here, and there's another sword in his hand going off this way. The other guy comes around here, like so. Right, and then, so this sword, it has the hilt of it, we can see, because it's the opposite side, right? So it like curves around here, goes behind the shoulder, back up like so, right? So then the hilt and the sword come out from this brass section there, and this is going to curve and get like real wide on top, so it'll go like off that way, and then this side will go off that way. Right, and then the hilt has like another line there, like an edge line here, curve it around there, and then straight up, the sword will go midline that way. And then the face of this guy, so we can just see like the bridge of his nose there, the shadow underneath his eye that way, and his jaw goes in here, right? And then we can kind of see a shoulder just going down here as well. And we'll do a middle line on this sword too. And like, so these guys have some arms that come down this way as well. So like just underneath Zoro's, I guess they're all Zoro's, but now this is like this guy's elbow going that way, and then another one under here, and then his arm kind of curves down this way, comes out from here and down that way. Okay, but I think that's everything. Am I missing anything? No. That is how to draw Zoro Asura. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.